Hey, today I'm going to be asking the question, is it all about the daily grind? Right now, on the front.
Thanks for tuning in to Lead the Teams, The Front.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Front. My name is Mike Phillips and I will be your host. As always, you could please check out the website at leadtheteam.net for free sales training, for motivational content, and for leadership tips. Also, you could cruise on over to leadtheteam.tv and please subscribe to my YouTube channel there. I would sure appreciate that. And if you're interested in the audio podcast, those are available on Spotify, on Google Play, on iHeartRadio, and on iTunes. Just type in The Front and Mike Phillips in the search bar and it should come right up. Now, whether you're watching the video version of The Front or listening to the audio podcast, please participate in the comments down below. Share your thoughts and share your opinions. Feel free to ask questions, as often that leads to a really excellent future show. So thank you so much for joining me today and investing the time. Today on The Front, I pose the question, is it all about the daily grind? Right? The grind that we talk about in sales, we talk about, oh, got to rise and grind, got to get back to the daily grind. Oh man, I got to go grind it out. And while I'm all for work ethic, I'm all for putting your back into it, for effort, for taking action to accomplish a task, it's one of those that I think sometimes the way we talk to ourselves about the quote unquote grind, it becomes, we're seasoning and we're setting ourselves up to look at it as kind of a drag. And I'm going to give a shout out right now to my friend Jim Kristoff, who I've been connected to on social media for a long time now. He posts some really awesome stuff, really great guy. He posted on his social media this morning, he says, rise and grind, ? If you have to grind, you're doing it wrong. It should be rise, conquer, and love what you do. And I thought, man, that is so awesome. That is just absolutely on point. I absolutely agree with it. It just hit me this morning. And so I'll leave the link to that post in case you want to participate or comment on it or see where kind of the conversation has gone to. I'll leave the link down in the description down here. But for me, that statement, the rise, conquer, and love what you do, it just summed it up so perfectly because to me, when you're going after a task, it's so heavily weighted on passion. Passion ignites people and it gets them going. And you have to have a plan for progress throughout your day. I'm going to link to that too for your first 30 because I have another show that talks about kind of what do you do in your first 30 minutes of the day. And that can be a lengthy discussion. So I'll leave a link to that one as well. But as you're getting up and you're getting your day started and you're planning, it's like, what do you want to accomplish? What goals do I have? What am I going to encompass into the time that I have been gifted to go after today? And you can accomplish a lot of big goals if you're setting daily goals for yourself and, daily, weekly, monthly, and so on. But that daily approach and that daily accomplishment, that's one of those things that, man, what it'll do is it'll turn, if you have those daily goals, when I say it's the kind of the passion and the energy, it'll turn what is in your head and in your heart into something you can wrap your hands around. It'll help bring those dreams into reality. And the thing is, so many people get up and they just go through the motions. They go, well, time to make the donuts, right? They get into that daily grind mentality. They do what feels necessary or they feel trapped or held captive of, right? And so they do what they feel has to be done so they can just make it through the day. And that sucks, man. It's not about just making it through the day. It's about making something happen throughout your day. And so to me, passion is so much more powerful a reason to accomplish a task and for work, for business, for your home, for your personal life and your family, for anything. When you're passionate about something, you become driven. I started to say a little bit ago, that ignites that fire in your heart and it keeps your work ethic going. And it gives you this unlimited supply of energy that, like, you don't even know where it comes from. Passion drives people's hearts, right? It allows you or me or people in general, passion allows you to accomplish way more than you ever thought possible. And it's different when you're talking about loving something or being passionate about something versus grinding on something. At least for me it is. And I mean, sometimes I get it. Sometimes you gotta grind through it, right? Think about this. If you've ever painted the baby room, and this is, let me share a story. This is based on my life. I've painted lots of baby rooms, right? I have 3 lovely kids, 3 beautiful kids, and I've painted 3 baby rooms, and I pretty much despise house painting. It's not fun. But here's the thing, getting through those tasks, I can remember painting each of their rooms, painting the nursery as vividly as if I had just finished it. Because the thing is, regardless of how much I disliked the task leading up to it, I knew that there was a greater good. Like you're so passionate and fired up and ignited about this little person that you haven't even met yet, and you want everything to be just perfect when they come into this world, right? You know, whether it was my oldest son's room, we had all kinds of different colors on the wall. My middle son's room that we had to change from a girl room into a boy room before he came along in here. And then my daughter's room, that it was this dark, dark green. And so it took like 5 coats of paint. And it was like, you've got to be kidding me. It was the act of painting itself was not what was awesome. But the knowing what would be that sense of accomplishment, knowing that I could give something to this little person that wasn't even here yet, that's that passion and that fuel and that fire. So that's one of those things that you just, it keeps you going throughout the day. You know, and you can apply that to anything. When you think about it, when you're passionate, when you're excited about something, there's so much you can get done. You go after it. Understand that if it's the grind, it's temporary. Some people view that temporary and they go, oh my gosh, I just got to get through this. I just got to send one more email. I just got to do a little bit more in accounting. Oh, and before you know it, it turns into, well, I'm just building this business, right? And people, they grind through it. And when you see that there's a greater goal at the end of it, when you have something that you're passionate and you're excited about and you love what you do and you want to conquer that, you want to achieve, you want to win, when there is something else that you can see beyond, you have that vision, that's the thing that keeps you going. And because that will allow you to do the small little things that you go, man, I have got to get this done, because you know it's necessary to accomplish the greater goal. Right? That's when it becomes, and it twists and it materializes into something more than the grind. That's when you start developing it into passion and love and excitement and energy. The conquer part of that statement then, that comes super, super easy, because when you have that love and that passion, that excitement, that energy inside you to love what you're doing, things just start to fall into place. They start to happen, right? Whatever you want to accomplish, it's just about a guarantee. The power of human potential is massive. It's huge. So once you've started and you get excited about something and you get fired up and it starts driving you, your accomplishment is just about a guaranteed win. So thank you so much for spending the time and joining me for another episode of The Front today. Remember, I do this every single Wednesday and Sunday, both video versions, audio versions, and I write a blog on the website at leadtheteam.net. So please check those out. If you've gotten something out of today's episode, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, share it on your social media, and I hope you go out and conquer this Sunday, right? Don't look at it as the daily grind. Go out, conquer, and love what you do. Thanks, Jim, for the inspiration. For everybody out there, until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.